We discuss about the hepatitis C treatment in China. Specifically, we will talk about the clinical trial we finished with the all-oral therapy, which is the first finished trial in China. Chronic hepatitis C is a big, serious clinical problem as well as a public health problem like in other parts of the world. At the moment in China, we still use interferon-based therapy, which is associated with a significant side effect, and therefore a lot of patients cannot tolerate this kind of treatment. So a new therapy without interferon, specifically so-called all-oral therapy, would be needed very urgently. This is a quite straightforward clinical design, a single-arm study. We just recruit patients with who have been failed the previous treatment or who cannot tolerate, we call it intolerable or ineligible. Then we just give daclataxel plus Prevalent for 24 weeks. Then we start treatment. We observe, we call it follow-up for another 24 weeks. So it's a quite straightforward design. What we found is that the so-called SVR12, that means after stop treatment 12 weeks, then HCV-RNA is still undetectable in 91% of patients, so which is a very, very exciting results. For hepatitis C, well, there's according to the official so-called serial survey in China carried out several years ago, the overall prevalence of anti-hepatitis C was about 0.43% in general population. However, if we include the patient at high risk, including drug users, patients on hemodialysis, and other disease-specific population, some experts would estimate that perhaps the overall prevalence around 1% in general population, in overall population. At the moment, we already see so-called all-oral therapy already become the standard of care in United States, in Europe, and even other surrounding countries surrounding China. But still in China, interferon-based therapy is still standard of care. So we urgently need this kind of new therapy. If we have very good efficacy, very good safety profile, at the same time, it could be easily available and affordable. In this study, we see very good safety profile. Then most of patients finish the whole treatment duration, and we find no patient with so-called grade 4 laboratory abnormalities, so which is quite safe compared with the standard of care, the interferon-based therapy. This is actually not a question for clinical doctor, but it's a public health issue. But in personal opinion, I would say this needs a multi-partners cooperation or collaboration between the government, the industry, the health insurance authority, and the whole society. We need to find a kind of mechanism by using a public health approach, try to reduce the price, increase accessibility and affordability to wider population of the patients. Otherwise, it's just, even it is very, very effective, but it doesn't work at all if it cannot really apply to the wider population. Specifically in this field, we also have some other ongoing clinical studies on hepatitis C treated with other novel new molecules. Specifically for this molecule, of course, we would like to try this medication on the wider population. Not only include those with intolerable or ineligible, but other easier to be treated population. So I would expect that the efficacy and safety would be even better. Well, it's a difficult question to answer. Of course, the system, the regular authority, the procedure need to be streamlined. But good news is the government realized it's a problem. They will try to reform the system, try to streamline the procedure. So hopefully in the future, then the process will be faster.